All right, so this section of your virtual worksheet is where we get to do just a little bit of math here. The big part of this is being very clear with the vocabulary that you're using. So I'm going to do a little bit of a review here and go through a couple of these questions with you. So it gives us this table, and in this table, it's showing the number of chromosomes for somatic cells in each of these organisms. So it's very important that we know that these are somatic cells. Remember, somatic cells are our body cells like muscle, skin, brain cells. A somatic cell is diploid. So it has one set of chromosomes from the mom, one set of chromosomes from the dad. This is different from gametes, which would be our sex cells like egg and sperm. And those gamete cells would be haploid. So gamete sex cells have half the number of chromosomes. So that's kind of what these questions are aimed at, making sure you are able to identify. Let's do some of these questions together. So this first one here says, what is the number of chromosomes for diploid human cells? Let's go over to this chart and see what we have. It says for human, somatic cells are going to have 46 chromosomes. We need to be able to identify that somatic cells are diploid cells. So it's really just giving us the answer here. Our answer is going to be 46. And when we enter our answer, we just need to type in the number here. Next, it says, what is the number of chromosomes for haploid pea plant cells? Well, let's see what we have. It says somatic pea plant cells have 14 chromosomes. 14 is the diploid number, so that's not what we're looking for here because it's asking what's the haploid number. Well, haploid means it has half the number of chromosomes, so we just need to take this diploid number and cut it in half. So half of 14 is going to be 7. So 7 would be our answer. So you really need to be able to identify if it's asking for the diploid number, in which case it gives you the diploid number. Or if it's asking for the haploid number, then you just cut this number in half. Down here, it wants you to identify, is it diploid or haploid? And it's looking for you to write that word down. So if a frog cell has 26 chromosomes, would that cell be diploid or haploid? Well, let's look over here. Somatic frog cells have 26 chromosomes. So if we know that somatic means diploid, then we know that if a frog cell has 26 chromosomes, then it's diploid. There we go. Then down here, we need to be able to identify that a gamete cell is haploid and a somatic cell, which is what it gives us, are the diploid cells. So let's do this first question. If a mosquito cell had 3 chromosomes, would it be a gamete or a somatic cell? Well, let's look what we have. It says somatic mosquito cells have 6 chromosomes. And it's saying if this mosquito cell had 3 chromosomes. So this is our diploid number, and if we cut this in half, that gives us 3. And so it's asking about 3. So this must be the gamete because our gametes are the haploid cells that have half the number of chromosomes. So this is going to be gamete. There we go. And that's how we will enter our answer. So I know this may be confusing. It can be hard to get all this vocabulary straight, but this virtual worksheet does allow you to retry it as many times as you would like. It will make you get at least 60%. Retry it till you get at least that. And I'm also available by email if you need assistance.